CAD mouse is this nifty little piece of hardware that may look quite simple and it's just like any other ordinary mouse out there, but it is a powerful beast, especially for anyone who's working with a CAD software. Now, I'm using it for last 5 years and I cannot even really think about replacing it with any other mouse, but it has an issue which bugs me sometimes. I'll tell you more about that in a moment, but first, let's start with the simple three button mouse. So, I was a simple wireless three button mouse user, mostly from Logitech, and I was quite happy with it as well. So, the simple Logitech three button mouse with left click, right click, and a middle mouse wheel is usually sufficient if you are using your CAD software quite occasionally, not for 8 to 10 hours in a day. But if you are in front of your PC, staring at the CAD software and the CAD drawing for hours and working on it for even days and months, then a dedicated CAD mouse is just the thing that you need, and it makes a big difference. Also, the simple three button mice, while it never lasted for more than a year for me, there was always this left missed click issue that developed in them after 6 to 10 months of use. So getting a CAD mouse from 3D Connection was definitely a game changer for me. By the way, let me know which mouse you are using for your CAD software in the comments down below. Now, full disclosure for this video, I got CAD mouse from 3D Connection, but the opinions expressed in the video are completely my own because I have been using CAD mouse for last 5 years and I've used several of the 3D Connection products along with CAD mouse. So the opinions are coming from experience. Now, back to the topic. So when I first started using CAD mouse, it seemed like an accessory, which is just nice to have, but not a necessity. But I worked with it for just a day, and that changed my perspective. Within first few hours of using the CAD mouse, I could see how it improved the way I navigate in my 3D workspace and the way I work with my CAD files. I have so far used CAD mouse, Space Mouse Pro, and CAD mouse compact from 3D Connection in last 5 years, and they are now permanent part of my workflow. So let's start by looking at the ways it makes drawing workflow better for me. Well, for me, the biggest advantage here is the dedicated middle mouse button. If you use AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Fusion 360, or any CAD software, you essentially know that middle mouse wheel click is dedicated to panning or orbiting the drawing. So with a dedicated click type button for panning and orbiting, this simple task becomes very easy and way more efficient than the regular three button mouse. Now, double clicking the middle mouse wheel to fit the drawing in screen is also something which is common between several CAD softwares, and it becomes a lot easier because, well, double clicking the scroll wheel is a bit harder than double clicking just the simple mouse click, which you can do obviously with 3D Connection CAD mouse. Now, next up, we have a default connection and optimization of best settings based on the CAD software you're using. Essentially, if you open a CAD software, and if you already have the CAD mouse connected, then it will recognize the software and it will automatically set the best settings based on the software that you are using right now. Now, it doesn't mean you cannot customize this setting. Of course, you can completely customize these settings to ensure a smooth and consistent workflow. As an example, in Fusion, middle mouse wheel will pan your drawing, but in SolidWorks, it will orbit your drawing. So now you can program your middle mouse wheel to either pan or orbit in both the softwares, which just eliminates the confusion when you are working with both the softwares, of course. So it is completely programmable. Now, when it comes to the look and feel of the mouse, it does not disappoint as well. In fact, it's very ergonomic and it fits right in your hand with palm resting on the table. So this hand posture is great for long time usage and it helps in minimizing the wrist pain as well. Now, the body of this mouse looks like aluminum at the bottom, but it's just an aluminum appearance because of this glossy look. And in fact, it's a plastic, but that doesn't mean it's a cheap quality product. The product does seem like a well built mouse. And also, this entire mouse body has a textured feeling for better grip, especially around the thumb area. Now, you can connect it with Bluetooth or universal receiver. And if you have multiple 3D connection devices, then you can even connect them all together using one receiver to free up some USB ports. In fact, that's what I did with my setup because I have several 3D connection products. I just connected it all using one single receiver. Now, the only drawback that I saw in this mouse is the same issue that I had with a simple three button mice, which is left click reliability issue after prolonged use. In fact, I changed my first CAD mouse after a year because The left click started to become unreliable and it just missed some clicks. But 3D Connection was quick enough to replace my mouse, and the new one, the replacement one which I got, has worked flawlessly since then. Also, the new CAD mouse for 3D Connection came with several new features, including a compact version and hardware improvement that seemed to have fixed this only flaw that bugged me. So essentially, there is no reason why you should not get a CAD mouse for working with your CAD software. Now, I briefly used Logitech MX Master 3S mouse as well for CAD software, and I tested it with AutoCAD, Fusion, and SolidWorks. The lack of dedicated middle mouse wheel click was clearly a thing that I felt in Logitech MX Master, and I missed it in the Logitech mouse, but I programmed my side click button to work like middle mouse wheel click. This worked to some extent, but it was never like a true middle mouse wheel click, which I was getting with 3D Connection mouse. So, what was the problem? Well, when panning the drawing, the command would just drop even if my button is clicked. And that's an issue. It doesn't work exactly the way it should be working in a CAD software. So even though Logitech MX Master 3S is a great mouse for productivity, still it's not as good as a dedicated CAD mouse for any CAD software. Now, I would highly recommend you try this CAD mouse with your CAD software. And if you are working in a company, well, you can also ask your manager for this upgrade, as it will definitely help reduce the turnaround time for the projects. Now, if you are planning to buy a new CAD mouse, then 3D Connection is running a discount on Space Mouse Wireless Kit 2, where you'll get a Space Mouse Wireless and the CAD Mouse Wireless along with the mouse pad. So this entire product set is available in a kit. Now, this discount is available only if you are buying from India. And if you are buying it from elsewhere, well, then I have added an Amazon link as well in the description of this video, which you can use to buy a product from your local Amazon store. Now, the discount code, if you are buying from India and 3D Connection website, is expert20, and you can apply it on the checkout to get the Space Mouse Wireless Kit 2 at the offer price. This offer is also limited till the stock lasts or till the validity of this coupon code expires. So that's my take on 3D Connection CAD mouse after using it for nearly 5 years. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about upgrading to a dedicated CAD mouse, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care. Have a great day.